phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, do not call this number again, okay?
Hello.
Hello?
Thank you so much for staying on this line. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm just enjoying my lunch break before I go back to performing. I'm a street musician here.
Okay, I totally understand. But you know, I'm here just lowering your bills, okay?
Yeah, I want to lower my bill, all right.
Yeah, I will provide you, and I'm the person who is taking care of your account. I'm the person who is responsible for everything. You don't have to worry about anything, okay?
Oh, that sounds lovely, yeah, because I don't like to worry about stuff. That's why I perform out here on the streets with my guitar.
Yeah, I totally understand. Yeah, you know, sometimes I also panic, and I also facing some kind of problems, and I believe your last name is...
Oh, no. No, it's not, ma'am. I always get phone calls for that guy. I think he was the guy that used to have my number.
Okay. Can you please verify me your cell phone number?
My cell phone?
I'm able to pull up your account?
Yeah, it's 402-867-5309.
867-5309.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let me check it. Let me repeat it back to you. 286-75309.
867-5309. Jenny, Jenny, who can I turn to? Yeah, when you call that number, just ask for Jenny.
Let me check here. No, you have to stay on the line. Well, I just...
Okay,
You know what, in the account, that's why you have to stay on the line. Because I'm calling from work in the account department. I don't have your all information in front of me. I have just your basic information. Your all information is registered under the billing department, okay?
Yeah, it's verified. Like I said, it's under a girl named Jenny's number.
Okay. Okay. Can you please number again? Can you please repeat the number again?
867-5309. 867-5309.
Okay, I got it. You're a good singer.
Oh, thank you.
You got a nice voice.
So do you.
Okay. And, yeah, I got your account. I will apply this discount on your account. Your next upcoming bill is just $60. How it sounds to you?
Oh, $60 sounds incredible. That's like half my bill.
Yeah. $60 each and every month. As long as you pay with AT&T, your bill is just $60, okay?
Okay, just $60?
Yeah, just $60. And in future, if you need a new cell phone, I will provide you totally free for you, okay?
Sounds like I'm getting my money for nothing and my chicks for free on that one.
Yeah, it's like a gift from our side to our
Yeah, that's like a gift.
Now each and everything is done. From my side, just one thing is left. To get this lifetime promotion, there is just a minor charges. It's just $7.45. So how do you like to take care of your $7?
Oh, how do I get my $7 back?
No. I said there is a minor charges on this discount. It's just a $7.
Oh, I have to pay $7?
Yeah, you have to pay $7.
Oh, I was hoping I'd just get paid.
So how do you like to pay? With your credit or debit?
Oh, probably my credit card, ma'am.
Can you please grab your credit card?
Yeah, I gotta put down my guitar, though.
What?
I said I gotta put down my guitar. I'm sitting here jamming.
No, you have to verify me the card.
Well, yeah, I want to, but I just can't put down my guitar right now. I'm in a mood.
Okay, then grab a pen and piece of paper. I will give you my employee ID and my callback number.
Okay, give me your number.
Anybody in your home?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at home. Give me your number. What's the number?
412? 412? Yeah, it's our callback number.
Yeah, what was your name again?
My name is Becky.
Okay, Becky, I'll give you a call back in like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you a call back, Becky, I promise, because you sound like a nice person.
Call rejected.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Take.
What's up?
Good morning.
each and everyone.
Yeah, good morning. Thank you, mods, for being here. Thanks to all the moderators. Good morning, and thank you to all the members. Appreciate all the support, y'all. And good morning to everyone else. Good morning, Ozzy and the Australian crew. Good to see you today. Hope you're well. Good morning, Johnny's 1NZ. Good morning, Asha, Aussie Cool, Wolves, Liz, everybody. I can't even say everyone, but it's great to see everybody.
I can't watch anymore. I miss the good old days when, no, I don't miss them, but when we used to have 10, 15 people in the morning, now we have 60 starting.
Wow, we're happy about it. Believe me, it's just hard to say hi to everyone. Good morning, David Bryan. So
I'm not saying I'm not happy. Just saying I feel guilty that I can't say hi to each and every one personally.
Yeah, I've been having the same. I wouldn't say trouble. Morning, DA. I wouldn't say trouble.
What's up, DA?
Yeah, I wouldn't say trouble in my Twitch, but it is a lot harder to interact when you have a little more people in chat. But I think everyone knows that. By the way, I loved Zeb made a great comment yesterday. I think it was Zeb. Okay, if it wasn't Zeb, it was either Zeb or Mr. I, Spy Guy. But I think it was Zeb. But he said, like, you know, I had that Hindi, the guy speaking in Hindi in the background, and then Alex speaking in the forefront, like translating, you know, in my video yesterday.
Yep.
And he commented like, wow, Take's Hindi has gotten really good.
Oh, hi there, Mukesh. So good to see you. I remember Mukesh from the Deo days and the Deo streams.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mukesh.
Good to see you, Mukesh.
Not yet. He will be here in a little bit. But yeah, that comment really made me laugh, like you were in the background talking all that Hindi.
Yeah, not that good.
It was really funny.
Yeah, your premiere was good. It was very short. Hopefully we'll see more of that. But that explaining the gift card thing was very cool.
Hi, Dagmar. Thank you for joining us for the first time. Yeah, thank you so much.
Dagmar.
I went for short and concise and tried to make the editing up one level from past videos. That's what I was focused on. So that's what I did. But everyone should really go check out. Seriously, anyone that has some interest or curiosity about scams, check out the podcast Scam Likely. It's very good. I only listened to the first episode. I think 3 episodes are out and he releases an episode each week. But it is very good. Like that first episode, I was in tears. I already am affected by it. It's an extremely good podcast. So y'all make sure you check it out. It's called Scam Likely. Hey MC, thank you so much for joining us, and Take also is on the line too. He's our host, so thank you so much though for the super chat. If anyone here isn't,
Thank you so much, MC Scammer.
yeah. So thank you, B. Thank you, Sunset. Thank you, Manuel. Appreciate all the support, but yeah. So anywho, what you been up to?
Nothing. I'm stuck in New York without a car. You know, I didn't have a window for a couple days. And then, of course, it was raining. So you have the hoodlum element plus the rain element. And then I finally just broke down and brought it to the dealer. And, you know, I know I'm going to pay an arm and a leg, but I don't have a car for a couple days. Nobody could get me in until Wednesday. So, you know, that's my fault for not knowing how to take a door panel off and fix a motor switch for a window or whatever it is. So it is what it is. I'm sure Acura will make $500 off my dumb ass.
Well, I know I need to apologize to you because every time you tell me it, I laugh, and I'm really sorry. But it's just like the shenanigans you get into. Like, how do you get into such, like, you're like, sometimes your life is like a sitcom, you know?
You know, it's like you're sitting in the
Thank
car
you,
in
David.
the morning, and all of a sudden the window goes down and doesn't go back up, and you're like, what the F? What's going on here? And it just wouldn't go back up. So I did a great job wrapping it up with plastic bags, but I still have to worry about the crime element in my neighborhood. So
Thank you,
yes, I did, Aussie. Cool. I was screaming. I probably woke everyone up on Saturday morning.
Thank you so much, David, for the super chat. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, David. It's amazing how much you learn on YouTube, though, because I'm sitting there trying to narrow down the problem, and I figured out where the fuse box is in my car now. But I also learned that it wouldn't be a fuse because the other 3 windows are working perfectly. So it's definitely a switch problem or a motor problem or whatever. But anyway, I don't want to bore people with my window nonsense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. So now I'm just kind of stuck at home with each and everything for a couple days, and I can binge watch scam baiting videos and catch up and maybe make some phone calls today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that'll be good. Way to use the time for the greater good. Making phone calls.
Yeah, made a few somebody called me the day before yesterday, and I wasn't going to call anybody, but when they call me, it just gets me so upset. So then I go to the websites and I look for numbers. Made a few calls, but nothing great. So today, tomorrow, I need to work on some new things.
Cool. That sounds great.
We'll see.
I'll be looking forward to hearing that. We need some we need some take live streaming, but I know you don't want to, but it would be super funny to hear you live.
Yeah, eventually, maybe a little bit. It's just there's so much with what we do here. I mean, behind the scenes of our show here, it's there's plenty of times where you'll spend a day just watching the scambaiters videos, just because you want to be able to either talk to them or promote other people. Like, we just played the Scam Tunes video, and it was a while since I watched his videos or showed him any love. So it's tough. It's tough to try to. I work harder now that I don't work than when I used to get paid.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know if I would be able to fit streaming in right now, or how many people would enjoy me just saying fuck.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I know. I literally work all day long, so I totally get it. I don't know. I'm not sure if people realize how. Morning, Mr. I Spy.
Morning, Mr. I Spy.
How much work it is to do this, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean, you're gonna hit 3,000 subs by the end of the day. And I know we don't really care about subs as much because we both hit 1,000, and we have different experiences. But it's still a milestone, so I'm sure we'll find you 5 or 10 subs or however far away you are.
Well, we'll see. Either way, it's all good. I'm just trying to.
No, I was just saying hi. Good morning, Ivan.
Oh, hi, Ivan. How are you, dear? Thank you for joining us. But yeah, well, thank you, MC. Yeah. So, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, MC, and that guy. Yeah, I put. I'm gonna put today up the whole interview. It's basically unedited but it has subtitles, so you have to read it to the Patreons or level 2 Twitch people. But anyway, he said a lot in there, a lot that I just didn't put in just for time and whatever, but he said a lot that, like, this is his destiny. God provided this job for him. He's very not that it matters, but just to give you background, he's a Muslim in Kolkata, very devout Muslim, you could tell, and he just said, like, Allah provided this for him, and this is his destiny. So.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Takeout.
I wanted to say to him, well, it's my destiny to like ruin your life, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep. And what time is it in Utah? We're so fortunate that
Yeah.
that you worked this out with Pleasant Green to come on with us. It's I mean, his channel is just phenomenal, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll have enough time to ask him and talk about everything we want to talk about. But it's so nice that he would wake up this early and give our little stream some love. So
For sure. And I'm not gonna
yeah, I
lie.
cannot wait to get with him.
And y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and confess something on air.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna make a confession right now, live on the air. So, when I was at the People's Call Center, I purposely sat next to him. So that I could try to get to know him and everything else. So that's, I kind of cheated. It's not like circumstance that we sat next to each other. I plotted and planned it.
I mean, that's smart. You know, I mean, it's you know, pick and choose your guests. You gotta machinate something, if you will. You have to create the opportunity. So it's we've already become friends with Deo, and then you have to move on down the line. So it was very smart to hang out with Pleasant Green.
Well, whenever you meet him, he's just so friendly. Like, he's real nice, friendly, calm, and I just thought, like, yeah, I could definitely be friends with him. Let me just sit by him. And I'm sure he didn't know who I was, and I totally don't blame him for that, of course, but so that's why I plotted that set. They were just like, y'all sit down, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna sit right here next to Pleasant Green then. Thank you so much, Trish. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Trish.
Thank you so much, Sunset.
Thank you, Sunset.
Y'all, if anyone isn't sub to Take, you're seriously missing out. So let me post the link here. I mean, I'm sure everyone is, but let's just post the link.
Yeah, there's a few people here that'll refuse. I know who they are, but that's all right. Can't please everyone. But thank you very much. So yeah, we want to move it along a little bit today. We'll get Chester on in a couple minutes, and it'll be a very regimented type of stream, because you know, it's not every day you get to speak with a Deo, Pierogi, Pleasant Green. So
Yeah.
we definitely want to make sure we go right into schedule.
Yeah, we have many of the other people that will be there coming up on the show in the next few months. But can I make an announcement before we bring... It's not an announcement, because I talked about it in my stream yesterday for those that were there, but can I make an announcement before we bring Chester on?
What's your announcement?
Okay, so let me put up my
first
picture.
tell us what it is before we say okay.
Okay, let me put up my picture. So, a lot of this was yesterday in my chat. We decided to call this Scamorama Scam Crawl. So, thank you so much, DA. For there you go, Take. You got $20 from DA.
Well, I'll split it with you.
Thanks. Okay, so all of us from the People's Call Center are going to be releasing our videos on the same day, which right now is tentatively set for August 20th. So, what we're going to do is, instead of me just watching all these videos by myself, we're going to have a watch party, and we're going to have some food, going to try to have some guests maybe stop by. So what we're going to do is just, we're going to use 2 devices, and on one, we're all going to watch the same video together on YouTube, like in our separate accounts, so that everyone gets their, the watch hours and everything they deserve. And then on the second device, we're going to just chat about it on Twitch, and in between videos chat about it. So we're going to have a watch party with all the People's Call Center videos on the 20th.
Nice.
And yesterday in chat, some of it was DA and other people, but DA, of course, helped me name it Scamorama Scam Crawl.
Of course.
Yeah.
You should just hire DA to make titles up for the videos.
Thank you, Kelly.
Awesome, Kelly.
Yeah. So y'all come join me in Twitch. I'm gonna work on some guests stopping by. Don't get excited. Not the guests from the videos because they'll be busy, but some other guests stopping by. So it'll be fun to watch it together. So okay, that's the end of my announcement. Hi, Raz. Good morning. All right, so let me bring y'all ready for some news with Chester Draws.
Chester Draws. We got about 19 minutes for Mr. Chester.
Be plenty of time. We'll give,
We'll give Pleasant the time to wake up and have his magic spoon cereal.
Yeah. Oh, I totally meant to ask him about that when I was there, so don't let me forget. I want to know if that is actually good.
Well, that was one of my first questions. Get your own goddamn question. No. Okay. You can ask him. I got plenty of stuff.
No, you can ask him for us.
When you're watching his videos, he's like, now I'm just going to go take some breakfast break of Magic Spoon, and then he goes into the infomercial about Magic Spoon.
Yeah, I definitely want to ask him if that cereal is as good as he makes it sound.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I'm sitting here eating Cocoa Krispies, and I'm watching his videos, and I was just craving more cereal at that point.
Yeah. Okay, let's bring on Chester Draws.
Good morning.
Good morning. I think how are you today?
All good here. We're having pot dirt for heat wave, which you are all having, well, at least on the west coast.
Well, we get it here too in New York, but yeah, it's not as bad in the last couple of days. It's been raining, but it's been muggy. It's been muggy. Are you guys equipped with AC? Like, do most people in England have AC?
Yeah, we call them windows, and we tend to just open them.
Well, that doesn't help.
And close them in the window. We're getting a second heat advisory. The first one was when we were having 40 degrees heat, but I think this one's only going to be about 33 degrees Celsius. That is not Fahrenheit. And the advice is, in the early part of the day, open your windows, and when it gets hotter, close your windows and close your curtains. So that's our AC advice.
Wow.
I know that.
If you want to go for...
He's over there.
Yeah. If you want to go to AC, just go to a mall or a supermarket or any of the shops and just hang out of the entrance. You've got the downdraft as you walk in through the door.
There you go. I was just going to say, I know this because I've been living without air conditioner all summer. So every morning I shut my windows, and then in the evening I open them because I noticed it'll be better that way to not let all the hot air in. So
yeah,
it's been a nightmare though.
Keep them. Yeah, it has been. Keep them open during the cooler bits before 10, 11, and then close them up. Or particularly if you on an aspect where the sun is shining direct in, then just close them up and just close the curtains. Yeah.
I wish that worked. When you're living on the top floor of an old factory, it's boiling by 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I wish I could just keep the windows open, but I have to have AC. And the only time I open the windows is when I want to throw water balloons or coffee cakes down at wandering innocent people.
Absolutely. Or banana runts.
No, I'm not wasting those things. No way.
Well, I just wonder, sort of create an interest, sort of maybe have little notes attached to parachutes, come 7:30 Tuesdays and Thursdays 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, the morning scam show.
Yep. That's it.
Perfect.
The morning scam show. Perfect. He just made a commercial for us.
Yep.
I can like clip that and share it everywhere.
Yeah.
Now open your window up and yell that out into the streets of London.
Okay. Yep. But it's not. Yeah, I can say it's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Open your windows. Anyways, I'm guessing.
All right, what's in the news?
I'm guessing you want to hear some of the news, because this is Chest the Draw special roving, disturbing, unpleasant, and other news reporter for WSCM Radio, the Morning Scam Show, and I'm gonna keep it on jobs today. We mentioned a few last week, but a Canadian company is apparently looking for someone to eat their candy. They're looking for a chief candy officer. It's the Canada's Candy Funhouse is looking for a chief candy officer, and the advert goes, do you love all things candy and chocolate? Are you passionate about confectionery, treats, and exploring unreleased and existing products? If so, this is a perfect position for you. It's in LinkedIn, so if anyone wants to sort of look in for it. We had the beer taster last week.
We did.
So I'm not sure whether this one would suit anyone. The Ontario-based company said that the position pays 100,000 Canadian dollars, which is about 78,000 US dollars a year. It can be remote or based in its Canada or New Jersey offices. So take you're pretty close. That could be you.
I'm going to make $80,000 a year to sit at home and eat candy.
Yep, and drink beer.
And wash it down with beer from last week's job.
Yep.
I mean, it just gets better and better. So, did you come across any very strong drug type jobs where they want you to sit home and test the effects of different types of drugs?
I know quite a few people that I could probably hook you up with, but I'm not.
I could be making $200,000 a year to sit home and get high, drink beer, and eat candy when I get the munchies.
Yeah, but how long will you live? You can only do it for like 2 or 3 years before you're gonna kill yourself.
Well, come on. What a way to go.
Yeah, well, following on from all of that, so you've eaten your candies, you drunk your beer, you're taking recreational substances. This next job, I think, would be follow on, which is a mattress company seeking a professional sleeper to nap on the job. It's a New York-based company. So again, that's ideal for you, Mr. Take, is seeking a professional sleeper or sleepers to get paid for taking naps and documenting this experience on social media. Well, you're good at that as well. Casper, a mattress firm founded in 2014, said on its website that it's hiring Casper sleepers willing to snooze in our stores and in unexpected settings out in the world. So maybe they drag an old mattress from your homeless man, so kick him off, and you can.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, sorry, and kick him off, and you could do, have a power nap whilst there. Whilst he's probably kicking you, but I mean, if it is his mattress, you'll probably be scratching for the next couple of days.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because I worked for one of those companies that you mentioned, and it was one of those. They were hiring for a snoozeologist, and I left one of those companies obviously a couple years ago when I got disabled, but we were always joking around in the field, wouldn't it be great to just get paid to sleep all day? So I know about that job, actually. It doesn't pay quite a lot of money, but come on, to get paid to sleep?
Yeah, but I mean, on top
that job.
On top of all the other jobs, you know, the beer tasting, the candy
now it makes
tasting.
sense.
Yeah,
right.
It's just you're made for it, you know.
Yeah, I'm made to sit at home and eat candy and drink beer, and then
You're made for
get
it.
stoned. And then when I'm tired, I'll just go into a store, take a nap, wake up, write a little report on it, and we're up to about, I don't know, $220,000 a year now.
Yeah,
Who says there's no jobs out there?
I do. I mean, what we need to reach out is to the cruise companies now, and see if we can get you one of these mattresses on a cruise to Australia.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get me. Let me be a cruise tester.
Zeb said then, and thank you for the super chat, Zeb. But he also said then all you need is a stripper tester.
Yeah, well, I mean,
one with a happy ending.
If I go anywhere, I'm definitely I want to hang out with Zeb and DA. So it's like they have to come with me. So that's the stipulations of the job. I want this side Zeb and that side DA. I'll take the middle.
Yeah.
Just as we're walking. I know that sounded dirty. Just as we're walking.
And my last, this is a bit potentially disturbing story. So apologies if you've just had breakfast or in the process of eating breakfast, or if you're in Australia, you're having supper. This was a Canadian man in Toronto. He found a stick of string cheese in his refrigerator of his new home. What most people would do is probably
eat it
or throw it away. No, he's offered up this snack for a trade, and he's advertised this on a large billboard in the middle of downtown Toronto. So the billboard reads, "For trade, 1 cheese string, accepting trades for 1 cheese string, marble flavour, still in original packaging, no low balls, I know what I have." So he's got his cheese string advertised, and last it's been updated, this story, someone has offered him 2 Persian cats. So, yeah,
wow.
Disturbing. I mean, I think it's at least worth free cats.
Why would someone do that though? I don't understand this story. Like, why would you trade your cats for a piece of cheese? Or did I not understand it?
No, you're absolutely right. It's Canada. And apologies for disrespecting Canada. I don't mean to. It's just this one person. No, he just found some cheese in his fridge in his new home. Didn't know what to do with it, either eat it or throw it away. No, he decided he's going to pay for a billboard. Who knows what the actual motive is? I think there's probably, reading between the lines, I think that there is something. And the other good thing is that the cheese is still edible and has months before its expiration date.
I still don't understand it. Why?
Does it have to be a reason?
Well, no, but so okay, a person moves into a new place, finds an unopened pack of string cheese in his refrigerator.
Just one.
And that made national news, where the great Trester drawers would talk about it.
Yep.
I mean, I find stuff all the time in apartments. I should just tell you what I find, and then we can do stories on that. What's so special about a pack of string cheese?
It's Canadian.
Oh, okay. Well, that answers everything.
Oh, Canadian. Okay.
Now I understand. So,
yeah, now it makes sense.
I found gum in my car one time, and it was unopened. I mean, it was opened, and it still had flavor. There's a story.
Yeah, I'm
how many
finding
people are in New York traffic that reach behind underneath their seat looking for their fallen lighter and find a piece of chewed up gum and then actually put it in their mouth and try it and realize it still has flavor.
Yeah, I'm finding gum all the time whenever I go out.
Yeah, it just falls out of your mouth, right?
Well, no, it's usually stuck under the table. Yeah, some can be a bit chewy. Others, a bit more solid.
Well, I don't know who those gum culprits are, but like if I ever had gum, unless it falls out and you don't know it, but I mean, okay, it's an exception. But why would you purposely take the gum out of your mouth and stick it underneath the table?
I know.
Yeah,
I've always wondered that too.
Hey, Ozzy.
What up, Ozzy? Much love.
Yeah.
All right.
I have no ideas. Anyway, that was a disturbing bit of the news.
Very disturbing.
I found it. Yeah, I found it sort of mildly amusing. A big shout out to B Hindy Bars. Thank you very much for pointing me in that direction.
I'm going to go check my car when I get it back and see if there's any cheese underneath the seats.
It could, well,
I could make great big news on the next show that we do.
Yeah, I'd be careful about that one, my friend. But yeah, some people are not too choosy. DEA says he's not too choosy.
Yeah, thanks, scam hunters. Thanks.
Yeah. Can I repeat that one?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, scam hunters. There's only one good thing about New York, and that's leaving.
Yeah. You're always welcome here. Good luck coming here.
Anyways, this
Thank you
is
so much, Lucifer.
This is Chester Draw's special roving, disturbing
Awesome
other
job.
news report.
Lucifer.
SAM Radio, the morning scam show. Back to you in the studio. Stay cool, people. Stay safe, and most of all, be nice to each other.
Lucifer Screams is your biggest fan, Chester.
Well,
And
don't
he's
tell.
brand new here. He's only been here for less than an hour.
Yeah,
and
that's true. He is
loves you.
new. Yeah, he is
Oh,
new.
Lucifer. Yeah, we'll have to hook up.
Yeah, hook up with him, Lucifer.
Oh, sorry, Betty Bam Bam, sending me hearts as well.
Hi, Betty Bam Bam.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be driving I don't know how they do it. Some of these truck drivers drive through New York City. They hold up traffic. They have to, because they have to do their job too. You know, everything relies on trucks. I don't know if you know that, Chester, but I mean, everything you have in your house, they get to the without trucks, the whole goddamn economy would shut down.
Yep, absolutely.
Really respect the truck drivers, and to drive through New York City in a truck to get a delivery to a little corner shop, it's a tough thing. So I can understand not wanting to drive a truck through New York City, but if you own it came on a truck.
Absolutely, and I don't know whether you have the same. Over here in London, we have congestion charging, which is anyone wanting to drive into the sort of central area of London. It's quite a big area. Has to pay £15 per day. On top of that, on a much wider area, there's the ultra low emission zone, which I think is £12.50 a day. So if you've got a truck, most of those are not ULEZ compliant because of the fact they're predominantly diesel, and they have to drive into the central London area. You know, that's a huge wedge that the transport companies have to pay out, and who do they pass it on? They don't keep the charge, they pass it on to us. But thank you, Mayor of London, for keeping the air clean for us and making us pay for it as well.
Yes, thank you, Mayor.
Let's get him on next week.
Yeah.
Anyway, before I get discommunicated, I wish
Are we?
Once again,
We're
very
Catholic
happy
all of a
People
sudden.
Day. Stay safe and be nice to each other.
Okay.
Well, the people you want to be nice to.
All of a sudden we're Catholic priest take because we're gonna discommunicate him.
Yeah, well, we're moving up in the world.
Excommunicated, yeah.
Chester, man, great job. It's always a pleasure. I look forward to talking with you at least twice a week, sometimes a little bit more on Discord. You're a beautiful individual. Your content is amazing. I hope to see a lot more of it. And keep bringing us these very interesting stories. Even if they are about cheese left in an apartment, I still listen to every word you say. Thank you very much. And hang out. We got
You're welcome.
Green coming up in a little while.
I will do. Thank you again, B. Bramble, you started it off last week with the Scone debate. That's still going on, for your information.
Oh, that's still going on? Is that because of Carl Rock's little video where he said scone?
It's a little bit of that, yes. But the debate is it hasn't concluded. On top of that is, do you put the clotted cream, not coffee cream, on first, or do you put the jam on first? But anyway, I'll leave you on that happy note.
Ew. How about we not do any of that? I'd prefer not to do any of it. That would be my preference. And then we won't have to talk about it.
Yeah, you colonialists. I don't know. Speak to you guys later. Thanks again.
Adios. You are excommunicated.
Yeah, good luck being excommunicated in this world.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
People.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Chester, for the news. Great job as always. Appreciate it. All right.
Yeah, we love that man.
Yeah, we sure do. We love everyone here. There's not a single person that I've seen today that I don't love. It's hard to.
You're a better person than me. No, I'm just kidding. I love
thank you, Raz. Thank you so
Even
much,
Even the ones
Raz.
that don't love me.
It's hard to It's hard for me to stream for 4 or 5 hours, edit videos for several hours, do my schoolwork for several hours, and then socially engage people online. So if there's anyone that's messaged me and I missed it or something, I'm really sorry. It doesn't have to do with that or I'm not hanging out. It's just very hard, because I spend all day on the computer. So I'm just not good at socializing online.
Well, yeah. You need to check the morning scam show emails because there's a lot. I delete emails sometimes, like if it's past a couple days, just when it's numbers, because I figured neither of us are going to really ever need a number that came out yesterday because, like Stephanie, Danny, some other people send us numbers. And everyone's welcome to send us any kind of email to the morning scam show. There's no morning scam show at gmail.com. But you do have some specific emails from fans in there, and I don't know if you noticed them.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, thank y'all so much. That's so kind of you. Really
they're just for you. I mean, when it says this is not for Take, this is for CJ. I'm pretty sure that meant it's just for you.
No, but thank you so much. That's so kind of y'all. I super appreciate all the support and everything.
Thank you, Rad.
All the messages and everything. It's just really hard to it's really hard for me to keep up with them, especially because, like I said, I'm kind of work focused. So when I'm not talking to someone and like a scammer in real life, I'm doing some kind of work, so it's just hard. So doesn't mean I don't care about y'all. I don't want to be friends. It's just very difficult. So I'm sure you guys understand. Just saying. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's see, what time is it? Let me check in with Pleasant Green, see when he'll be ready.
Ben, you're going broke this morning. Come on, brother.
Yeah, arigato. Can't even say the T word. He doesn't know how hard it is to not say the T word. So, sorry, just checking with Bend Over. See what time he'll be ready. Just a reminder, y'all, please be careful giving your dogs or cats those cloth toys. I know that I'm going to say that about 1,000,000 times. So he'll be ready in about 10 minutes. Okay, cool. I know I've said that 1,000,000 times. I will say it 1,000,000 times till the day I die. Please be careful. If your dogs tend to rip up toys or rip up destructive things, do not let them have any of those things unattended. Y'all just have to listen to me say that 1,000,000 times.
That's fine. Say it as much as you need to.
All right, well, let's take, as we call it so lovingly on Twitch, a take break. And when we come back, we'll be here with Pleasant Green.
All right. Get ready for some F words.
Yeah, and warning, this is graphic in nature. If anyone doesn't like it, just please come back in a few minutes, but it is hilarious, so I would suggest you'd stay.
This isn't so bad. This isn't so bad today. I've done a lot worse. Some of the people that like my stuff will not like this as much. I tried to keep it clean because we have Pleasant Green with us following it.
Yeah. Okay.
Something I said? That's the polite version of me.
Sir, I'm begging you, so you just go ahead and give gift card and send me it. Please, sir, just go ahead and buy 2 gift card. Please, sir, I'm begging you, sir, please. अरे हाँ, वो तुमको गांडू बोल दिया, अलग सा बात है.
Man, you are funny. You're a funny little guy.
वो तुमको गांडू बोल दिया, अलग सा बात है, कोई बात नहीं है. चलो हटाओ, छोड़ो, हटाओ. गुस्सा खराब हम रख रहे हैं. अल्लाह हाफिज.
Yeah. Keep going. That's the end of that conversation. I'll call you right back.
Hello, hi sir. I'm calling you from your computer support. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm also good, sir. Actually, we were calling you, sir, because the securities which we installed on your computer, out of those, some of them are not working. So have you made any kind of changes?
Yeah, let me tell you the problem with my computer, but first let me tell you how fucking stupid you are. Get a fucking job and stop hurting people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, tell me. I'm still on the line. I want you to tell me.
I just did. Did you not understand me? Is there anyone there that has a little bit more intelligence than you? You sound like a fucking loser.
No.
You sound so stupid, Gandu. So stupid. Why do you do this?
Yeah,
Why do you do this to people?
Yeah.
Do you think it's okay to make other people poor because you're poor?
Yeah.
Get a job.
That's what I'm doing. It is my job.
It's your job to hurt people. You're a criminal. You don't have a job. You want to be honest with me? Tell me you're a criminal.
Yeah, where's your wife? Where's your wife?
She's in India in the call center. She's in Sector 5. I mean, just call the call center. They all have slept with my wife or my daughter.
I think she's in the red light
You
area.
are so
Your
stupid,
wife is
Gandu. I mean, you're not even original. Like, how stupid are you?
Don't you say goodbye?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, who's this?
Oh, my name's Dean Myers. Can you help me with the computer problem? Do I have the right number?
No.
Oh, I don't?
No, this is Domino's you're calling away.
I'm calling-
You want to place any order?
I'm calling who?
Domino's, sir.
Sounds like I'm calling a dumb fuck. You're ridiculous. You're a terrible criminal. You got to give it up. What are you doing?
Thanks for being on. Thank you for calling on Amazon. How can I help you?
Oh my goodness, I had a text from Amazon, but now that I hear you in your greeting, I realize I'm being scammed. You're a fucking loser. You sound so stupid. Thank you for sounding stupid. Now I know.
Thank you for calling in Amazon customer support team. You are talking to Eric. How may I help you?
Come on, man. Who believes that? You sound ridiculous. I'm embarrassed for you. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Talk loud. There's like a Gandu sex party going on in your office.
Thank you for calling online support. This is Adam James. How can I help you?
Hey there. I'm hoping you can help me.
This line has not moved in about, I don't know, 20 minutes. I'm sitting at Dunkin' Donuts. I was wondering if I gave you their number, if you could call them and talk about, like, you're the internet security and that they need to shut down their system, and then they can clear the line, and then I'll be first again, and I could get my glazed donut. What do you think? Can you help me?
Like right now, are you facing a trouble with your computer?
Yeah, the problem is it's not my computer exactly, but I know that the Dunkin' Donuts that little store works on computers, and I'm sitting in line, and the line has just not moved, sir, and I'm just getting very antsy sitting in my car. I got the hiccups, and the hiccups didn't go away, and now I just thought of you, and I thought maybe you could call them and you could tell them that there's a problem on their computer, and you can get on their computer and run the tree command or whatever you guys do. Tell them that there's viruses, and then they'll clear the line, and then I'll be first. Go ahead, please.
Okay, so I will tell you, you tell the store executive, okay? Tell them to shut down the computer and turn it back on after 10 minutes.
Do you want their phone number? Like, maybe you could call them and say that you're internet security. Like, where do you say you work? Do you work for Microsoft?
Yes, I work for Microsoft, so...
Okay, so you have no problem lying to people. You have no problem hurting people. You have no problem being a devious fucking individual. How about I give you their number and you just help me out there, criminal? I just want my donut, you fucker. You can help me. You're in a position to help me. And you won't help me. You're breaking up. Your phone is worse than you are. You need a new phone and a new life. Something I said?
Thanks for calling support. My name is Sam. How can I help you?
You dumb fuck. You can't even pronounce the word Sam? What is wrong with you? Get a fucking job, loser. Go ahead, please. Sam? Something I said? That's the polite version of me.
Thank you for the calling to the Gifts at the Food Center. Now,
Hello?
yes.
Yeah, I just woke up. But you sound very stupid. Go ahead, please.
It's a Geek Squad Support Center, sir. How may I help you?
Geek Squad, right? It's supposed to be Geek Squad. You don't know about Geek Squad. You sound really stupid. Oh my goodness, I just woke up. Go ahead, please.
You just woke up?
I just woke up and
woke up?
Yeah, and you're scamming people. You sound ridiculous. You need to get a life, bro. Stop hurting people like this. All right, I'm going to go back to sleep now.
Okay.
When I wake up, you better have a new life, okay, Gandu? All right, Firmilinge.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Aapka swagat hai. Firmilinge.
Support Center, how may I help you?
Hi, I woke up before and I called and you sounded stupid, and then I took a nap and I just called back and you still sound stupid. Go ahead, please.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll call you back. Firmilinge.
Yep. Thanks for being connected to the cancellation department. How may I help you?
Who else is working there, sir? Is there anyone there that is a little bit smarter than you are? You sound ridiculously stupid. Like, really stupid. Can you help me, please?
Fuck you, son of a bitch. Fuck you.
Oh, that's not nice.
Son of a bitch.
That's not nice. Why are you so mean to me? I did not deserve that. Well, maybe a little.
Thanks for being connected to the cancellation department. How may I help you?
Yeah, we got disconnected. Anyone there that's smarter than you? Are they available?
Thanks for getting connected. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. Is there anyone there that can help me? I need to speak to somebody who is a lot smarter than you. You sound stupid. Go ahead, please.
Sir, I think you dialed the wrong number.
Oh my heavens, Gandu, what are you doing? Help me, please.
Thanks for getting connected. How can I help you?
How stupid are you, Gandu? Like, you're really stupid, aren't you?
Pin which is 786. This is the pin. Thanks for being connected. How may I help you?
This is 7 times in a row, Gandu. When will you block me? You are so stupid.
Thank you for the connecting. So how may I help you?
Come on. This is like number 8 now. When will you block me, fucker?
You fucker, benchot, तलमा का बूढ़ो.
तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है, चूतिया?
चल तेरा माँ का बूढ़, भाग बूढ़ का बेटा.
मेरा नाम राज पटेल है.
Thanks for getting connected. How can I help you?
Come on, man. When will you guys block me? This isn't even fun anymore. You guys are so stupid today. Really stupid. Go ahead, please. Something I said. You'll never know my YouTube channel. Or actually, I can tell you it. I kind of want you to hear this conversation so you can see how stupid you sound. So, do me a favor. Say, I'm a fucking criminal. Like and subscribe. And then I'll give you the channel.
I'm a fucking channel. Like and subscribe.
Okay. Bohat Donyevad. Hello?
Bye.
You're connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of a time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, then I'll call this number again, okay?
Okay, we are back. We are getting Pleasant Green on the line now. Just a second, we are getting him on. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and Pleasant Green will be on in just a second. Take, are you still there?
Yep. Waiting for Mr. Green.
Yeah, he's coming. Here he is. Good morning, Mr. Dover.
Well, good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being
Mr.
on.
Green, Mr. Dover, man of many names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us. This is my co-host, Take a Glass of Water. He's like, I don't know if you talked to him during that week, but he's like a trolling comedian scam baiter.
Okay, great.
Yeah, some say that. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I know it's early out your way, so and we're definitely honored that you would sit in with us.
Yeah, no worries. Glad to be here.
Yeah,
And,
awesome.
I mean, CJ normally starts us off, and I think I know what she would ask you, and you guys are already hooked up and we're together for, obviously, that epic week. But could you just tell everybody, like, you've had a channel for a while, you have almost 1 million subs, you're no joke in the scam baiting community. I mean, how did this start? Like, did somebody you know get scammed, or did you just say you had enough of this stuff? I mean, if you can tell us just how you started.
Yeah, actually, I almost got scammed. That's the truth. This was kind of before I knew a whole lot about, internet scams, and I remember getting, I was trying to sell something online. I was trying to sell a camera, and someone tried to, send me an email that made me think that it was from PayPal. They tried to make me think that I was getting paid, but, it was just a doctored email, and I nearly fell for it. I nearly sent the camera thinking that I had money in my account, but I didn't fall for it. But I realized that a lot of people do fall for these types of things. And so I thought, well, someone's got to be talking about this. Someone's got to get back at these scammers. And so that's when I thought, well, I guess I'll do that. And so I made my first video, and I really had no idea that there was, a whole community of scam baiters out there. And so that's kind of when I found out that there was an appetite for these types of videos, and I decided to keep doing it. And then that's what kind of led me to meet more people like, CJ and Jim and Progi and all these guys. So yeah, that's kind of how it started.
Awesome.
I mean, your videos have like, I've always looked at you as, and I've been a fan for a while, even before I was a scam baiter. I mean, you're different in that your videos, if you look at your channel, if anyone, I'm sure everyone in our chat is a sub to you, and we do have some people from outside the community, and I encourage them to go check out any of your videos. But you're like, if somebody asked me, oh, well, what's Pleasant Green about? I would probably say, you have a buffet of all kinds of scams, like scam knowledge, because not only do you make very interesting videos, but you also take the time to explain exactly what the scam is. And, I think there's like, you range from real estate scams to employment scams to Bitcoin scams. You're messing with the call centers in India, and then you're in Nigeria, PCH. Like, you don't discriminate. I mean, your channel is definitely a buffet of different types of scams. I mean, is that how you would describe yourself?
Yeah, some scam baiters kind of focus on, tech support or telefraud. I just kind of just open up my email and just kind of follow whatever I get. And so, yeah, sometimes it leads me in one direction. Sometimes it leads me to, scams based here in the United States or Nigeria or I just kind of go where, I'm always just kind of looking for interesting stories or interesting, opportunities. And I just try to go where the scam leads me. And so, yeah, I definitely don't discriminate. I'll chase a scam wherever I see one.
Awesome.
You also, you get a lot, and I think for the longest time I was kind of thinking, okay, Pleasant Green, he's the one who deals with all of the email scams. Like, we all get emails that say you're inheriting a large sum of money and you need to pay the demerge tax, but your channel is so much more than that. You have a very heartfelt type documentaries on there. This scam baiting journey has brought you in touch with so many wonderful people in a lot of these countries, and we'll get into more details about some of them, but I think what separates you from all of us in this community is that you really you change people's lives. Do you feel that? Do you ever feel good? Like, some of these scams have led you to really know some of these people and their stories.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I have had the opportunity to travel to Africa and kind of walk down these roads, and a lot of times I get to kind of hear why people go into scamming. And when I look at some of the places where these scammers live, I start to ask myself, well, man, would I be doing anything different? And so my heart breaks a lot of times for the conditions that people live in, and I try to understand what leads them to do what they do. And a lot of times, many of these scammers would be doing, legitimate work if they had a chance, but they just, for some reason, don't. And so, to me, it's kind of fun to do like little social experiments just to see if some scammers would take an honest job if they had the chance. And some of them do, and some of them don't. Some of them just, would rather do the scam thing and make money. But some, are honest, and they will, take photographs, or they will clean up garbage, or they will do honest work for money. And I always just kind of like to see that. I think everybody has a little bit of good inside of them, and I like to see them choose good when they have the chance. And so yeah, I just like people, scammers and non-scammers alike. I think that everybody has talents and good, and I just like to bring that out if I can.
Yeah.
When I was watching some of your videos, I was like, what were you doing? Very briefly, would you be able to talk about what you were doing before scam baiting and before you just started doing YouTube? To me, you were kind of like the epitome of a really good manager or sales coach or leader. Did you have some kind of job like that, or were you into like IT and behind the scenes type stuff because your editing is so good?
You're very nice, but no, I really have no background in IT or anything like that. I've just kind of worked in marketing for, the last couple of years, and I've always liked video. Like, I've always kind of tinkered with video, and thought that I'd grow up being a movie producer of some kind, but I kind of realized that I wasn't that good, and so I just kind of have been working in marketing and that kind of thing. So, but yeah, I love to tell stories, and I love to just kind of figure out different creative ways to tell stories. And so when I started kind of running into these scams, I just thought, well, here's an opportunity to tell some stories and make YouTube videos. And so so yeah, like I never ever thought I'd be talking about internet scams, but I kept running into these scams, and I just thought, well, someone needs to be talking about this stuff, because otherwise people are gonna fall for it. Because I knew it when I talked about that email that I first got. I had no idea that scam happened. If I would have known about that, then I wouldn't have gotten that close to falling for it. And there's so many people that do fall for them that I just think, people got to be talking about this. And if I can do that in a way that's kind of fun and interesting and something that people would want to share, then hopefully I'm doing some good.
Yeah, for sure. I think everyone would agree you're definitely doing awesome things, and I love your viewpoint about it's easy, and I'm not justifying scamming. Of course I'm not. It's terrible, but it's very hard if we lived in such some terrible conditions in places what we might do. It's really hard to know.
Yeah, for sure. There really is no excuse for scamming, but
no, for sure.
Kind of learning and kind of talking to these scammers and kind of pulling back the curtain and kind of hearing what they do and why they choose to do it, because a lot of scammers aren't very successful. Especially in Nigeria, some of them try and they never really succeed. But just kind of hearing why they choose to do what they do just kind of gives me some level of empathy and understanding, and a desire to make things better. And I would love to put myself out of business. I would love to.
Yeah, me too. For sure, me too.
And make people so aware that nobody ever falls for a scam again, or they don't need anybody to warn them. So, but we'll see. I just think that people need to be aware of it. People need to know that these things are happening. And maybe eventually we'll get to a point where it's just so obvious. But the scammers are tricky. They're changing their methods every day. Every day I find something new.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'd love to have our channels end because there's no more scams, but I don't think it'll ever happen. Scams will just change. Yeah, that would
be the ultimate goal, I think, of a lot of us. Mm-hmm. But I mean, the reason I was asking you a little bit about maybe your career path before that is because I was watching, and I followed it for quite some time. Your story, you have a playlist, Chica Ordery, and excuse me if I butchered her name, Chica Ordery, I think her name was, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's still ongoing because I think you did post something a couple weeks ago, but when I was watching that, it almost brings a tear to your eye. And there's some happy moments in that saga. To me, those 12 videos in your playlist could be a documentary by itself. So it just went so many different ways. And I know it's a scam baiting channel, and it kind of led you into a different path. But what was amazing to me is here's somebody who's born because of negligence, because of a doctor that didn't know what they were doing. She's messed up for the rest of her life, and she's in real pain. And she sends you an email, and you, of course, I think you even said in your video, it starts off with "It's not a scam," but. So I'll let you talk about the video a little bit, or the videos, but what I was amazed at is not only is it a true story of perseverance, but it's about one person who's bringing out very good qualities in someone else. And it's kind of like a sales manager when the employee says to you, I really need money, I want to buy a new car, and you're like, okay, well, you sell this, and every time you sell something, I want you to sell this, and you're going to do it yourself. You taught this person how to bring out their own talent and publish a book and raise $40,000 in just a few months, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe a little longer than that. But how many people that don't have physical problems are always complaining about money? And a lot of the people have talents in them that either they did not meet the right person, or no one's brought it out, or they're kind of just are going to go through life and not really recognize their talent, and they're going to die with their talent inside, which has never come out to the world. You brought out this talent from this young woman, these beautiful pictures that she can draw, and you're teaching her how to use an iPad, and not only that is you're showing her you don't give up. And then COVID happens, and that's another obstacle to get her to a doctor. But man, I'm not going to do justice describing those 12 videos, but if you want to take a couple minutes and just talk about that saga, I think you'd be doing everyone a real favor. Everybody needs to see that.
Yeah, it's been a kind of a special journey to, work with her and to, just kind of learn that everybody has skills, everybody has the opportunity to improve their situation. And yeah, as you say, that's still a saga that's still ongoing, and A lot of people have kind of been asking for an update on that now that kind of COVID's going away. We're having some challenges getting her a visa to come to the United States. So now that we're gonna be looking at like other countries to get that surgery, and I'll have to. I'm gonna post some updates on Twitter here today. But yeah, that really has been a kind of a special experience to get to know this person who I was going to write off as a scammer. And that's another one of the effects of scamming, is that because scamming is so rampant in places like Nigeria, it not only hurts the victims of scams, but it hurts the people in Nigeria, because I can't tell you how many people I know who try to get honest work, or who try to do something on like Fiverr or Upwork, but they get rejected because a lot of people just think, oh, they're from Nigeria, they must be a scammer.
Right.
And so, these types of, scams, hurt your country in a lot of ways. And so that's almost the real tragedy, is like people like Chica Ordery and other people just kind of get written off as scammers, and they don't get the opportunity to, live their life to the fullest. And so
you couldn't even send her money. Western Union and MoneyGram were not letting you send a legit person money. Am I not correct?
Yeah, back in the day, scammers used to use Western Union and MoneyGram as the way for you to get your money, but now Western Union has basically just kind of written off all money transfers outside of the United States, unless you're like a family member. Like I cannot use Western Union to send my friends in Nigeria money. They will not let me. At one point, I've been banned from Western Union. I am not allowed to send money to Western Union because I sent so many people money, like not being scammed. Like I paid people to do work for me, and I sent them money through Western Union, and they are convinced that I'm being scammed, and they've shut down my account. They will not allow me to use their services anymore. So I'm resorting to using Bitcoin and other things to get people money, just because of scamming. Like these are the effects that scamming has. And so if I can tell stories like this where I can help people to live honest lives and do real honest work, then these are the stories I want to tell, because I think it helps. I think it helps people to live better lives.
For sure.
That's just another, and of course I butchered the description of how amazing those 12 videos are, the saga. But when I talk about you're the epitome of perseverance, they're not letting you send money the traditional way, so you're learning about Bitcoin now, and you're reaching out to a former scammer, and you're testing humanity by sending him money to see if he'll really send it to her. The 12 videos really have so many elements of the human condition in them. Perseverance, hope, love, treating people like humans, helping people in need, showing them what they're capable of. I really can't say enough good things about those 12 videos. And if people just started watching your channel, I would definitely encourage you. And they're not scam baiting videos, but it's definitely a heartfelt documentary, and it'll bring a tear even to the toughest of you.
Well, it starts as a scam baiting, video, because it's me. Everybody gets emails. Everybody gets emails that says, "Oh, I need your help," or "Oh, I'm in this situation," and a lot of us just kind of write it off. But I like to go down these rabbit holes and see where they lead me. And this one led me to kind of a special friendship, and a place where we were able to see someone do something really amazing when they put their mind to it. So yeah, I like to look for those stories.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And you found it. It's a beautiful story. So thank you for posting those.
Yeah, for sure. And ever since the People's Call Center, I've had a lot of people reaching out to me. I've had several on Instagram, a lot on Twitter, just saying, hey, will you ask this person this? Will you tell this person this? I've had several people message me on Instagram and say, hey, can you tell Pleasant Green this, and this? Or can you tell him I need to talk to him? And I'm just like the messenger now for all of the scam baiting celebrities. But I've had several that want to talk to you about scams, or they know someone in Nigeria that's scamming, or it's been scammed, or someone has been scammed. So I have a bunch of messages for you. I'm your secretary.
You should say my inbox. It's out of control.
Yeah, I think that's why they're messaging me.
Yeah, probably.
I think the biggest question we get is, how did you pick the name Pleasant Green?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, like 5 years ago when I set up my channel, like I never imagined that my channel would go anywhere. Like if I knew that my channel was going to, grow and actually have people watch it, then maybe I would have named it something different. But at the time, I just needed to think of something, and I'm like, well, do I use my real name or do I use kind of a funny little name? And I didn't, and I just said, well, maybe I'll just pick a random name. But the name that I chose was actually the name of my great-great-great-great-grandfather. His name was Pleasant Green, and I just thought it was a fun name, and he kind of has a fun little history. And I just thought that the name Pleasant Green, kind of a fun little name. It almost sounds like a brand of soap or something. But I just chose that because it's a family name. I like it. It kind of has a fun little ring to it. Has nothing to do with scam baiting, right? But hopefully, it kind of represents me and my family, and my story of just wanting to be a good person and do good and help others. So to me, that's kind of what Pleasant Green stands for.
Awesome. Thanks.
That's a great little story. I never would have thought that. I just thought it was because you were pleasant and fresh or something. Pleasant with fresh content.
It kind of works.
And
awesome.
the other question is Magic Spoon a really good cereal?
I have a lot of people in the comments who don't like Magic Spoon. I try not to do sponsors unless it's a product that I really like, and I know that it's very different from scamming and technology, but I like this stuff, especially because I like cold cereal so much, and sugar is now that I'm getting older, it's not doing me any favors. So Magic Spoon is I like it. I'm probably gonna go have a bowl of it here soon.
Awesome.
So it is. So you do eat it. I mean, you don't you don't do endorsements for anything that you personally don't really believe in, is what you're saying, right?
I try to. I have done some sponsorships that I kind of look back at. I'm like, that was kind of weird. But no, I'm a fan of Magic Spoon.
Anybody in chat eat Magic Spoon? I need to try it. Yeah, because I love cereal a lot. So.
Yeah.
And which flavor?
I mean, CJ's getting up there in age, and I keep telling her, you got to put down the Cocoa Krispies and Count Chocula and try something a little bit healthier, something with some more fiber and protein. And I think Magic Spoon will be perfect for you, CJ.
Thank you. Yeah, because I'll be 65 next week, so I should really start watching it since I'm getting up there in age. Yeah. So tell us about your experience with the People's Call Center from your perspective.
Oh man, that was a fun week.
It was super fun.
Yeah, we got to spend 4 days there, and I was just tickled that Pierogi invited me and thought that I was worth being involved. But it was just cool to see all the preparation that those guys did to set up the call center and have the computers in place, and just to have Jim there. Like Jim Browning was there, and he was able to just get us so much access. We were able to listen in as scams were taking place. We were able to kind of listen to victims as they were on the phone, and you and I were able to kind of jump in at just the right moment and kind of stop some of these scams from happening, which was just thrilling. I mean, my heart was beating every time. But I think that we did a lot of good, and
for sure,
kind of stopped a lot of scams in progress. But it was, it's a week I'll never forget. I mean, it went by, so quick, and I hope we do it again because it was a blast.
Yeah, it was super awesome. You did so good with talking to victims. Is that something? Was that your first time doing it, or have you done that before, like a lot of victim calls or something?
No, I don't do it a whole lot. Usually I'm just kind of texting with scammers. I don't get to talk to the victims. So that was kind of, special to talk to the victims, but also kind of, humbling to kind of hear what they fell for. Like, it's a traumatic thing to go through a scam. And so
Yeah.
You know, it was special to be able to talk to them.
Yeah, and I've seen some people comment, not referring to you, I think more referring to me or other people that like this definitely wasn't referring to you, it's more referring to me. I think that that people should have training, that we shouldn't talk to scam victims without training. But I feel like we saved a lot of people. I'm sure you can always, any skill you can always learn, but if we hadn't done it at all because we hadn't had training, those people would have potentially got scammed, is the way that I look at it. Do you feel like, do you feel that way, or?
Yeah, I mean, training's never a bad idea.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, we're not professionals by any means. We're just
right.
I mean, we're just a bunch of, you know, ragtag people making videos who just want to help people. Like I mean, Jim's a professional, but I don't see myself as a professional. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who just wants to help.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah. I mean, just the same way.
I mean, definitely training is good, and I would love to see a professional agency that did this kind of thing, but you know, there isn't one, so we're going to fill in that gap.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I look at it. Like, if my mother was being scammed, I wouldn't go out and get training first to talk to her. I would be like, Mom, like, you have to stop doing this. So I try to treat each victim like they're my family. And of course, well, you know, you can any skill in the world can be improved on, but I would definitely encourage people to, you know, don't let anyone discourage y'all for talking to other people about scams, because we want to try to help them, and that's what we were there for. So I think it's awesome. So yeah, I was so glad that you could make it there. You know, it was just so awesome seeing you and everyone that was there. It was just so much fun. So what kind of angle are you taking for your video? Have you started it yet? Because I haven't started mine.
Yeah, I've started it, and I guess we're going to release it next week sometime. But I just try to, you know, it's different from my typical videos because it's not me sitting on my couch telling the story. It's more of like a vlog. It's kind of just more of my experience during that week, and so I just kind of walk around with the camera and just kind of, you know, show you what I saw and kind of share some of the experiences that I had. But yeah, so it's going to be a little bit different of a video for me, but hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see it, for sure. Somebody in chat asked if you're
good.
Yeah, someone in chat asked if you're still in touch with the TED Talk person. Sorry, I don't exactly know what that means, because I didn't realize that you were on TED Talk or had something to do with TED Talk.
Yeah, you know, TEDx has these little local events, so your community could do a TEDx event if you wanted, and that was just something that my community did. So yeah, so I gave a little talk a couple years ago, and that was a lot of fun to do. But no, I don't think I've talked to the organizers, you know, recently.
Awesome.
We're also featured in Reader's Digest a few years back, right?
Oh yeah, there's a little story on me. But
that's
yeah,
awesome.
that was kind of fun.
So I mean, from just starting a channel and, you know, making videos in your basement, I think you were. I mean, very few people would be featured in Reader's Digest, and I don't remember what that was exactly. Was that the Liberia thing? Was that making a movie? Or
yeah, no, it was about an experience I had in Liberia, where I, you know, met a person who I thought was a scammer, but ended up becoming a friend and doing some work for me. So yeah, that kind of covered that story.
That's awesome.
I think I remember. Yeah, that was. I think he contacted you for. Did he start contacting you for either work or money, and you told him to take pictures, and then his pictures were crap, and then it kind of developed into making a movie about that?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that was a longer story. That was early in my channel where I just kind of, he wanted money, and I'm like, well, I don't really have money, but if you want to like work with me, maybe we can raise some money. And so we started to put some pictures together, and we actually put together a little booklet for him, and we sold the booklet, raised some money, and I was able to kind of help change his life and get his life on a better trajectory. So
Awesome.
That's the story of my friend Joel.
Gotcha. Yep, that's what it was, Joel.
Yeah, that's
Now,
awesome.
do you find? Do you think that there's more awareness now than there was? I don't know, even last year. With scams, like there's fewer and fewer people getting scammed, because when we call the call centers, I mean, they're flooded with individuals just taking calls, and it breaks your heart that there's so many people doing this. I mean, there has to be victims out there, obviously, but I don't know the statistics if it's gone down money-wise from what's being reported. But do you find that more people are aware of this? Because awareness right now seems to be the only way to really kind of put a stop on this, right?
I think so. I think that we're making a difference. Just like, some of the calls, CJ, I don't know if you experienced this, but like when we were calling some victims, like after they had gotten a robocall from a scammer, we would call them to kind of warn them and say, hey, just letting you know that phone call that you got was a scam. And some people would say to me, oh yeah, I know, I watched the YouTube videos. So that to me says that, some people or more and more people are kind of, picking up and recognizing scams when they come through.
Yeah. Good.
Absolutely. Well,
I always tell the story that my 12-year-old nephew, he knows what I do, and he's like, oh, do you know Scammer Payback? I mean, that's a 12, 13-year-old, 8th grader from YouTube, just because he lives on YouTube, the younger generation, and he knows people like Pierogi and some of the bigger names. So I think there is definitely more awareness. My goal would be to obviously... And everyone's goal, I think, would just be everyone's aware of this, where a scammer calls you, they just hang up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. I try to remind people, though, that not everyone watches YouTube. So it's still good to have those conversations with people that you know, especially if you're younger, you have a grandparent, a parent. I've been having the conversations with my parents that this is what the scams look like, because, not everybody is on YouTube, and not everyone that's on YouTube is going to get recommended a scam baiting video. So it's just really good to still talk to the people that you know, and educate them, and ask them if there's anyone that they know that you can talk to, and just keep spreading awareness that way as well, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. You just have to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
Our channel, like I said before, is a buffet of all different types of scams, and one of them, the employment scam. And I think some of the comments in your video were pretty funny that day. People saying, well, why would they scam somebody out of work? Because the emails are coming to, like, if I wanted to apply at like a Best Buy, and then it's from jobs at Best Buy, and you actually go in there and tell people what to look for and how the email is spoofed. It's fascinating, and I hope that your videos really get out there more even than what they are now, because you really break stuff down for the most simple minds like myself. I would know now how to check to see if an email is a spoofed email or if it's from a legit company. I would know to be careful when I go to like a website like wish.com. If I see a picture of a motorcycle for $10 and I'm the kind of person that thinks I'm getting a big motorcycle for $10 and they send me a little tiny model type size thing, or if I'm going to be promised a free Dr. Pepper cooler, if I just review it and I'm going to get to keep it, and then they want you to sign up for 1,000 different subscriptions from different companies. You cover it all, man. You really do.
Yeah, like I said, I just go where the scam takes me, and so I
They take you everywhere, it seems. Doesn't anyone work anymore? Everyone's trying to scam us.
Like I usually don't like focus on one area. Like I don't try to focus on one country or like, call centers or anything. A lot of times I just open up my email or my Twitter feed and I just try to find something that looks fishy. And I'm like, well, that looks interesting. Let's see where it goes. So I just follow scams where they lead me, and sometimes that is, predominantly in one part of the world, and sometimes it's here in the United States or India. I, like you said, I don't discriminate.
Yeah, for sure. And you do all that while you have multiple children, a full-time job, so you definitely have a lot going on. So that's why I super appreciate you joining us today.
I'm looking at some of the bots that have come out for Pleasant Green, and we're getting flooded with bots today.
Yeah.
They're actually mentioning CJ by name.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, they love you. Everybody loves you, even the bots.
Yeah.
There was definitely one thing that go ahead, CJ. Let me think about what I was going to ask.
I was just going to ask, so out of all those different things that you do you have a particularly favorite one? Like, oh yes, here's a something email and I'm going to work on this one, like one that you get real excited to bait?
I mean, I just love it when I find something new. When I find something I haven't seen before. Like a lot of times, if we just kind of run into the same scam, or like, here's a check, go cash the check, send the money, like that. I've seen that so much, but like when I see something that like is new and really surprises me, like some of these two-factor authentication scams, or Amazon Alexa scam, like some of these things that I'm seeing, like those like really excite me because no one's ever talked about those things before. So
yeah,
that's when I get excited, is just when I see something new, because I want to talk about it, and I want to warn people. So yeah, anytime I see something unique is when I get really, really happy.
Yeah,
and your awesome. Video, you did a really good job with the Amazon Prime scammers. I thought it was very basic in explaining what they do with the code and the emails, and you even said multiple times, I think, in the video, they tell you never to share your password with anyone, even an Amazon employee, but yet people give them the password. Yep. So, I mean, in the Amazon Prime scammers, they never seem to go away. They're just there, and it was, I think, fortunate. I mean, we know where they are anyway, but I think it was even better in the video where the girl wasn't using the VPN, I think, and you found where she was in India, and you got to text her a picture of where they were actually working. I mean, those are the videos I really love. But I mean, for any scam baiter who really wants to know what viewer, and if you want to know how the Amazon Prime scams work, I think your video is one of the best out there that really explains it.
Yeah.
I try to make videos that can be watched and enjoyed by people who don't know anything about scam baiting, because those are the people that need to be seeing this type of stuff. People who don't typically watch scam baiting videos. So yeah, I try to make my videos as simple and as easy to follow as possible.
Yeah, you do a really good job with that.
And the other one that really caught my eye was one of your PCH videos where, you're like, is that a chicken? There was a chicken in the video. I mean, the guy's trying to scam you as pretending to be a lottery official, and he's got chickens. And I think you said multiple times throughout the video, there's that chicken again. I mean, it was just one of the greatest videos ever. And we laugh, and as much as we bring them to exposure, you hear these horror stories about PCH getting into people's lives and really turning them over, and some of them they don't have a choice to be mules, or they don't know that they're a mule, and the PCH people are just brutal, and people do fall for it even with chickens. It's it's very entertaining when you make a video like that. I wish more people would see it, and I also wish people would say, okay, no lottery official is going to call me and tell me I'm a big winner with chickens roaming around in the background. But they do.
Yeah, that was the first one for me. And then, wow, and that was like I didn't even know that PCH scamming was a real thing. That stands for Publishing Clearinghouse, and so I had no idea how rampant that was until I started talking to Modder Paul, who deals with that on a regular basis. But see, that was a new one for me. That was one that I hadn't run into before. But yeah, pretty wild.
Your facial expressions in that video were priceless, man. I don't know if you watch your own stuff back, because I won't watch something or hear my own voice later on. So I kind of think we're all different like that when we create content. But you were like, every time you hear the chicken, your facial expression was priceless.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
That's pretty crazy. Well, it brings up a good point that when you get if anyone gets any calls, kind of be aware of what's going on. Like, if you hear, not that, remember, there is a lot of people from other countries that do work legitimate jobs. Like I called Western Union a few weeks ago. Someone from India answered. So just because they have an accent doesn't mean that it's a scam. However, a person from, say, India or Nigeria, you're not going to hear big commotions of Hindi and stuff like that in the background if you're talking to a legitimate company. You're not going to hear chickens. You're not going to hear, like, every time I talk to those penis warehouse people, I hear roosters crowing. So just be aware, too, of what's going on. Yeah, remember, if it doesn't sound professional, it's probably it's better to assume that it's not.
Yeah, I mean, you want people to, like, you never want to say to a victim, well, where's your common sense? And it seems obvious to us. It's just so sad that some of these people fall for these. I mean, you expose not only the scams, but how stupid some of them are. And not the victims, I mean the scammers, but people do fall for it still. I mean, and it's not because they lack common sense. It's not because they're stupid. It's just because they come from an area where they're actually very trustworthy. And why would somebody ever call them and make up that they're from Amazon? I mean, somebody calls you from Amazon. Why would you ever question it? And I think that there's a generation out there that really believes that people wouldn't do such horrible things.
Yep, and it's sad.
For sure. Yep. I know most of the people that I've talked to that are victims, they're genuinely nice people. And that, it's a lot of the nice people that are getting scammed. They just don't even think, oh, this person must be a effing liar. They just think, this person's trying to help me. So it's very sad.
I mean, how frustrating it must be for for you, Mr. Green, or for like CJ, like when you're trying to help victims and you intercept a call and you call a victim, and then the victim is yelling at you that you're a scammer, and you're just trying to help, but it's just a tough situation. I mean, and you guys have a lot more patience than I do. Because I would have to like bite my tongue not to yell at a victim, and I'm trying to help you, you effing whatever. So it's you guys are superheroes, and with the patience definitely, because a lot of these victims will turn on the people trying to help them, and they don't mean to. But
they're
have a lot
just
going on at the moment.
Yeah,
it's like on one phone, and then they're trying to be saved on another, and they're like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, I've said it before. It's just like if someone calls 911, you don't get mad at them if they're screaming or cursing because they're stressed out. So it's a very stressful situation. Multiple people are talking to them, so it's just it's just stressful. So you can't take it personally. You have to be there to help them. That's how I think of it.
And if you have more time, a little bit more time, Pleasant, I talked a little bit in a funny way, at least I tried, about the Dr. Pepper coolers and those type of reward scams. They're all over the place. I mean, can you just simplify it maybe for people and do it more justice than myself and just kind of explain what those scams are and how it hurts people?
Yeah, so I made one video where I just basically saw like a not a contest, but kind of like a program where you could sign up to review a fridge and you'd get it for free, and then turned out to be, not all that it was claimed to be. And I don't know if you call that a scam or just a really shady business tactic. But like I went down that rabbit hole as far as I could go just to kind of show how it works and whatnot. But basically, it's a legitimate company here in the United States that has been set up to, get you to. I mean, they're making you think, like I said, that you're gonna get a free fridge just by reviewing their product. But that's not even close to what it is. I mean, you have to go through this whole rigmarole of purchasing offers and doing surveys and handing over your data and giving them your identification information, and I mean, there's just so much to it but they lead you on. They make you think that you're going to get this free product, but it's costing you way more than that. Nothing in life is free. And so I try to find like things like this that just look enticing, and then just kind of go as far down the program as I can, just to help people see what really is required of you to get this quote unquote free item. And so like, is it a scam, or is it just like a really shady, convoluted, kind of dishonest, marketing ploy that they're doing? So those are the types of things that I enjoy doing, even if it's not a scam, even if it's just like a really messy, kind of a shady business tactic. Like, those are still things that I want to, explore and uncover.
Yeah. Yeah, and that cooler is up on your screen in the left corner. I got a picture because I figured we would talk about the cooler. But I think it's a really good point. I think it's a super good point that these scams, they either give you a sense of you need something, like you need this refund canceled, or it gives you this like false sense of, oh, you can have this free cooler to just review something, but in reality, it's building up to something that is harmful to you. So I think it's a really good point.
Well, these are people that are creating YouTube channels with these ads. And obviously, I mean, the YouTube channels, if I'm not mistaken, will get shut down once they're reported, because what they're doing is pretty shady. Even if it's not a scam, it's definitely shady. Am I correct?
I mean, I think so. I think it's pretty shady, and that's why I try to, peel back the layers and just help you see what's really going on here. Like, when they say that they're going to give you a free fridge, like, it's not that easy. And so I just try to, kind of tell that story as best I can.
And it was the same guy, I think, between the Dr. Pepper and the tools, if I'm not mistaken. And it was the same person, I think. I don't remember exactly, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. But it seemed like that person was getting a commission from the companies that were, I guess, signing you up for all those subscriptions. And then you actually, and I know you're not here to do endorsements, but that was the first time I learned about privacy.com and how many people fall victim to identity theft, because you're using your real information. A lot of people are into these things. Is that kind of accurate?
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty wild, and yeah, I just keep running into so many of these different things. And what I think is happening is that a lot of these companies are paying people on like Fiverr.com who do like voiceover work to pretend to be people who, participated in this program and had a good experience doing it. So they're paid actors who are kind of making it seem like their process was so much easier than it really is. That's why I think
Right.
we're running into people that have familiar voices who pitch these programs. But yeah, that's what's going on, I think.
And then the other thing that is a good takeaway from your videos, I think that people don't realize when you send your photo to a scammer, and I think the scambaiters know this, but the average viewer may not know it. Like when you send your picture to somebody, they can use it, or an item, if people are trying to pretend that they want interest in your item. Like let's say you're selling a camera on Craigslist, and they want to see videos of your camera in work and more photos of it, they're going to turn around and try to scam people using your photos. Is that kind of the message I got from one of your videos?
Yeah, like when you run into scammers and they kind of show off pictures of themselves, or they try to pretend like they have items that they're selling. Where did they get those items? They got them from another person that they tried to rip off. So yeah, you got to be very careful with what you send to scammers, because they could in turn use that to hurt somebody else.
I mean, anytime I've ever tried to sell something on Craigslist, I think I've been hit with all those people. And obviously you can tell by the, unfortunately to say, the bad English that they're texting you with, and they're not in the area. You have a great video and I've learned this. I mean, if you want to know where the phone number is coming from, at least the carrier, you can go to Carrier Hub, the website. I didn't know that. I mean, and obviously we don't want to discriminate against Text Now, but a lot of scammers use Text Now, and most people don't have it unless they're either a scambaiter or a scammer. So is my understanding. I'm sure some people have it now as it's getting bigger, but you can actually type the phone number in and say, oh, that's weird. Why would Verizon be calling me from a Text Now phone number? So that was real good that you mentioned the Carrier Hub in one of those.
Yep. There's a lot of things that you can look at that kind of will help you raise some red flags.
Yep.
For sure.
I mean, the ones that are the most obvious to me, and because I've lived in about 20 different cities in 10 years, and I'm constantly looking for, awesome apartments on Craigslist in very expensive areas that I can't afford, and I'm looking for a deal, and I see $500 for beautiful New York City loft with 3 bedrooms, pets welcome, you can have a giraffe even, and electric's included, and it's $500 a month, no fees. And then you start texting with them and you realize, okay, I realize at least they're not in America. They want the money up front. They won't show me the apartment until I give them my social for a background check. But people fall for these real estate type scams all the time on Craigslist.
Yeah. Yep. All the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
And it's nice that you exposed one of them and you actually found the guy that was pretending to be one of the realtors in New York, and you actually contacted the real realtor, and he's like, yeah, I'm being scammed and it's hurting my business because I'm getting not fake reviews. People are leaving me bad reviews and I'm scamming them, and I'm just out here trying to make a living. But somebody grabbed his picture and his ads, and they're scamming people. This poor guy. Yeah. But you do your research and you get to the heart of it, and you actually talk to the real person who's being scammed.
Yeah.
I try to cover every aspect of the story that I can, and so hopefully we someone, if they run into something that looks shady, feels shady, they'll Google it, and hopefully one of our videos will pop up and they'll know better.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Well, what do you hope that we do next year at the People's Call Center? You have any ideas or anything that you want to do next year when we go? I'm assuming I'm invited back. I don't know that for sure, but
yeah, I don't know. If I hope that Jim comes back, because that guy was able to really connect us with some real mean scammers, and so if he can work his magic and get us connected to some more call centers and victims, then I kind of look at that guy and say, oh, I hope that he can get us the access that we need. So
Yeah, it was super fun hanging out with him during the week. Like, that's what I've been telling everyone. He's got the godfather of scam baiting for about 5 minutes, and then once you start talking to him, he's just so nice and laid back. You just feel like you've been friends with Jim forever. That's how I felt anyway.
Yeah.
Did you feel like starstruck at all with Jim there and I almost said in Pleasant Green and Pierogi and stuff, or are you just not a fangirl like me?
Oh, I was starstruck the whole week. Yeah, I was just tickled to be with everybody. Yeah, I've been looking up to all you guys for a long time.
Awesome.
Maybe next year, hopefully you guys and hopefully Pierogi comes into our stream soon and he invites the bot. That bot really loves you.
Oh, I'm honored.
Well, it's been awesome having you. What kind of any future plans you have for your channel or your bait or anything?
I am kind of looking into maybe doing some more live streaming. That's not something that I do a whole lot of, but I had a fun time at the call center, so I'm going to try to maybe think of ways where I can start to do that a little bit more, because that might be fun. So look for that.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool. That was something else I was going to ask you about, was the live streaming, if you enjoyed it or whatever. I forgot to ask you, because that was not your first time, but it was, kind of newer to you, right?
Yeah, it was new to me. So, so I like I said, I'd like to maybe dip my toe in that a little bit more.
Awesome. Were you gonna say something?
Selfish fan. I mean, will there be more updates soon about Chica Ordery?
Yep, there will be very, very soon.
Okay, good.
Keep your eye out for that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Anything else you wanted to tell everyone that's here? We have kind of a lot of people watching. Yeah, I would love to see some Pleasant Green live streams. Deos in this chat saying hey, said he would love to see your live streams. Anything else you want to share with everyone? Is there anything else that you've been thinking about or working on that you'd like to share?
Just keep your eyes open for next week. I think all of us are preparing a video on our experience at the People's Call Center. I think you should be excited for what's going to come out of that. We had some great experiences. We had some great stories. I know that you were involved in one really special experience that I hope that we'll see on Pierogi's video. You'll see it on my video. So look out for that. I hope that I'm going to get a video out this Saturday about a really interesting scam, but my microphone is broken right now, so today my job is to fix my microphone. But be on the lookout for some exciting content coming soon. I think that it's going to be a good couple months, and I think really a good year for us, because I think we all learn a lot from each other, and we're all ready to really up our game and do better content. So keep your eye out for that. I think it's going to be a good year.
I think so too. I think it will be a good year. It's already being a good year. So I think a lot of awesome stuff are ahead. So I can't tell you how much I enjoyed meeting you. You're exactly as your name says. You're pleasant and you got a calm sense about you, and I really enjoyed meeting you. So I'm so glad that you came, and can't wait till we hang out next year for sure.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it already.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you so much for your time. It's been so awesome talking to you. Did you get all your questions in?
Go until about 3 o'clock. He'll hate me by the end of it. He probably already does. but I'm not gonna take up any more of your time. But I really do appreciate you joining our little stream, and it's awesome that CJ got to hang out with you. Your videos are amazing. Like I said, you got something for everybody on there, and then there's some heartfelt stuff on there. It's a true channel of hope, perseverance, humanity level. You're doing big things. I really just hope you keep growing and spreading awareness. And thanks so much for taking the time out of your morning for us.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. It's been fun. Let's do it again.
Yeah, for
cool.
sure.
Thank you.
All right, love you. Looking forward to Saturday. I'll be there watching your video.
Okay.
Bend over, a.k.a. Pleasant Green, everyone.
Thanks,
All right,
Mr.
thank you.
Dover. Bye.
Later.
Well, that was awesome. That was super fun.
Oh,
spending an hour
so
with
good.
Pleasant Green, like a dream come true, right?
Yeah, I mean, how do you? There's so many questions, and I just forgot. I could have asked him, "Do you like the Beatles?" Because I know Pecan Head will write that in the chat soon. So I forgot the most important question for him. Do you like the Beatles?
Yeah, is it Deo that doesn't like the Beatles? I think it's Deo, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't think Deo ever said he hates the Beatles, but I don't know if we ever really discussed it in detail with him. But there's so much to talk about with these guys that you've been watching for years. That you get a little starstruck and you jumble things. But when we have him on next time, or when you see him, please ask him if he likes the Beatles.
Oh, for sure, I will. Well, I got.
Thank you Thanks for being here.
Yeah, I got. Deo loves the Beatles. Okay, Deo. For the record, y'all, Deo loves the Beatles. So while we had Mr. Green, aka Mr. Dover, on, I was getting multiple calls from a scammer from yesterday. I told him to F off. And he's still calling me today. Yeah, because I just couldn't take him anymore. He was one of those that uses the whole threatening thing. He says, like, if you don't send me the money, I think he said he was going to come to my house. Didn't he say that yesterday? He said that he was going to steal all my money. Like, he tried to threaten me into giving him money. And I just couldn't take it anymore. So, he's been calling, so he's up today. So I think we should try to give him a call. And then we're going to end a little early because I have a family thing I have to do this afternoon. I unfortunately won't be streaming because I have some family things I have to take care of today. But I will be back in the morning tomorrow streaming. But what do you think, Take? You want to talk to this guy? He's from
anybody.
He's from Microsoft. Although sometimes when you call him, he accidentally says PayPal. 2 different times yesterday that I called him, he said, "Thank you for calling PayPal. I mean Microsoft." So he doesn't even know who he works for.
Yeah, that's always good when they do that.
Yeah. Well, let me get him on the line for you so you can have a word with him. I'm hoping that Text Now gets his number shut down soon. I did send the number over to Deos for him to pass over, so.
Nice.
All right. Well, here we go. Let's see if he'll answer you.
Hey, Tripper.
Thank you for calling. How may I help you?
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're embarrassing yourself. Go ahead, please.
Sorry?
What are you sorry about?
Hello?
Not shutting the fuck up? You hear me. I got 100 bars on this little phone, fucker.
814-752-3889. Hello?
Namaskar.
Hello?
Tamara asi naam kya hai, chutiya?
Sorry?
मेरा नाम अधिकारी D. Myers है.
I just
Go ahead,
realized
please. तुम्हारा असली नाम क्या है?
I realized that my number was changed to my other number, so he might have thought that was me calling. So let's try it again from a different number. And then so he probably I just called from my number. Although you could have just still said, I don't know, you could be the hacker or my friend or something if he asks. You can mention me because I didn't realize till just now that he thinks it's me calling anyway.
No, I thought it was time to rage. I thought you were done no matter
Yeah.
what. I thought you already said to F off or whatever to him.
Yeah, I am done with him. So let's try him back.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, so you're talking to him now? Like you're the real victim, or do you want me to just keep going?
I mean, he still thinks. I mean, I just told him to F off yesterday, but if you don't have, you can say you know me if you want. Although I think he thinks my name is Deborah. Deborah, yeah. He said he thinks my name is Deborah.
Hello? Hello, we got disconnected. Mera naam Raj Patel hai.
All right.
Aap kaise hai?
Help me out.
Go
What I
ahead,
can help
please.
you.
Yeah, I'm a friend of Deborah's.
What happened?
What? What happened when?
Why are you calling us? Can you please tell me?
Yeah, I want to talk with you. Aap kaise hai?
All right.
Yeah, tumhara asli naam kya hai?
आप कैसे हैं?
मैं ठीक हूँ. और आप?
Why did he repeat it like that? Like he didn't know what you said.
Yeah. My Hindi's not that good, I guess. He doesn't understand. Either that or he's in Pakistan.
Yeah. No, that's not this guy, but yeah, I had another guy yesterday that didn't scam me because he fell in love with me from PayPal.
Earned quite a few that way.
Yeah,
You're
he's
seducing them straight.
Yeah. He's already texting me this morning, that guy.
The number you are trying to reach is no longer in service.
Oh. So sad. Let's try him from a different number. I think they're on, but they're muted.
Microsoft?
They hung up. Let me try a different number. I have a million of them from yesterday. I'm not kidding you, they probably called me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I gave 5 to Deo, but I felt like there was even more they called me from. Like they were desperate for my 50,000. Yeah, he is.
Thanks for getting connected in cancellation department. This is Mark. How can I help you?
Hey, Mark, we keep getting disconnected. I don't know what... You guys are adorable thinking you're going to block me. आप मुझे block नहीं कर सकते चूतिया. Can we just talk and have one long conversation? I'm trying to do a show here. Got to keep calling you back with a different number. Go ahead, please. Fake Mark?
Mark was actually the exact one I told to F off. He's the one that kept threatening me, yelling at me, like tries to use that tactic to hurt people, so he's real gross.
Mark.
The number you are trying...
Adorable.
Oh, Mark. Let's try Mark back. Microlund. Yeah, $50,000. He wants it.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay.
It's Deborah. Deborah.
From where?
What?
Alright, whom do you want to speak with?
You jerk, Mark. You're the one that tried to scream at me yesterday, cuss me out. You tried to lock my computer. You tried to steal my money. You're a scumbag. And and I still have your 50,000.
You have my 50,000?
Yeah. And I'm not giving it to you either. You shouldn't threaten people and intimidate them. You're a terrible person.
Actually, the thing is that Mark is right now he's not available, okay?
You are Mark. You just answered this as Mark.
No.
Yeah, you
This
did.
is Sam.
Who?
This is Sam Cooper. I'm the senior manager.
You sound exactly like Mark, and you sound just as evil and scummy as Mark, so I think you're Mark.
No, I'm not Mark. I'm Sam.
Well, my friend wants to talk to you. Go ahead, please.
Mark, Sam, this side, that side, I don't know what side you're on. I warned you guys what would happen. You're so stupid, Gandu. Like, you would climb over a glass wall just to get to the other side. Really stupid. I warned you. I'm going to keep calling you again and again and again today. You won't get a victim today. Go ahead, please.
Are you his friend or are you his boyfriend?
Oh, shut up. You're embarrassing yourself. I'm embarrassed for you. You sound ridiculous. Like you're a terrible criminal. You're a terrible liar. Why don't you do something else? This isn't for you. Go push a rickshaw.
That made me laugh.
Laugh. You got angry with him. You scumbag. You tried to rob me, you jerk. That's what you say, jerk.
And they hate being called jerk. And rascal. They hate being called rascal, which I can't figure that out. Why they hate rascal so much. But they do. Okay, let's try him one more time. See if he'll answer. Let's see if he blocked that number first.
If you call one more time, we will file a case against you guys, okay?
I can't understand you. Why do you sound so muffled?
If you will call us one more time, we're going to file a case against you guys.
I can't understand you. What are you even saying to me?
I'm going to report you.
Report me for what? Well, I'm going to report you.
Why are you calling me again and again? Why?
Because I want to ruin...
Because you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, that's
Sorry,
why.
CJ.
No, you go ahead.
You are a fucking loser.
Who, me? I'm a loser with 50,000 of your dollars, and my goal today is to ruin your day. And I'm gonna call you a million times with all of my friends until your day is ruined.
I know you a lot of sense. There's speaking behind you. Right?
Can you even understand this guy, Dean Michael Myers? Because I think he's from Nigeria.
I don't understand anything you're saying. I mean, can you take the 100 doodle dashers out of your mouth? and then talk and have a conversation with me? And Deborah as well?
You are Deborah.
Man, you need to fix that phone, bro. I mean, fix your life and fix your phone. I don't care what order you do it in, but you need to fix both those things today.
Yeah, y'all, I'm going to post this number on scammer.info in just a minute. So y'all that can call safely. I'm not telling people to call, but I'm just going to post it there. If anybody would like to call that can call safely, I'm just posting it on the website. I'm not telling you to call. I couldn't even understand him though, for real.
I don't think he understood us at all. Anyway, I apologize. I did call you CJ once when I was apologizing to you for raging at him.
It's okay.
The number you are trying.
Not that they don't know you now anyway, but. I mean, I'm pretty sure most scammers. Well, you heard some of my videos. They love scammer payback videos.
I doubt he even knew what you were talking about. He sounds drunk or something, so I wouldn't worry about it.
It's happy hour over there.
Hello?
Why are you calling me from all the numbers, you fucking asshole?
I love you.
I love that. You are so frustrated.
It's just going to get worse. It's going to get worse. So you better be prepared. If I were you, I would literally turn your phone off and I would go back home for the rest of the day, because I promise you this is going to be one of the worst days you've ever had.
Yep. Go home and massage your bald-headed warrior, because you're not getting a victim. Not today.
And I love you. He's going to report me. I know, Deb made a good point. Who is he reporting me to?
Right.
There's nothing like ruining a scammer's day. Zeb, I don't sound nice when I'm being mean. I sound mean.
Yeah. You're like, you jerk. It's adorable.
They hate being called a jerk, though, so it works.
Yep.
Well, let's...
I got a scammer calling me right now. I wish I could patch it through, but I'll just ignore it, because it'll bore everybody, because you won't be able to hear him.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you patch it through, it's hard to hear.
Yep.
Okay, let's try one more number from that little group of people yesterday, because I have several of them. And we'll see.
Yeah, out today, man. I have each phone I have, at least the 3 that are right here, each of them have 2 missed calls from scammers.
Wow. It'll be a scam heavy day. When I'm driving today, I'll call some of them, waste their time or whatever.
The text now subscriber you were trying to reach is not available.
Also, again, along the same lines, Text Now is not primarily a scam company. Like, they do have legitimate purposes. Like, if I ever go to India, I'm probably going to use Text Now to call my parents and stuff like that. But if you're talking to a large major company, they're not using Text Now. So that's a red flag to you.
Yep, and like in one of Pleasant Green's videos, like I was saying, I mean, I think it's carrierhub.com. You just type the number in. If you're not sure and you type it in and it comes up Text Now, and they're calling you from Verizon or Best Buy, and why would they ever use Text Now?
Yep. This is someone different. Let's see if they answer.
The Text Now subscriber you are trying to reach is not available.
Well, I know it's kind of early for us. Usually it's later than this, but I think it's a good time to end because I have some family things to take care of. Oh yeah, what if Kelly said, what if he reports me to Scammer Payback? That would be hilarious.
And Balaji, I think it's Balaji. I need to learn how to pronounce your name, brother, because every time I try to type it, I misspell it. But yeah, thank you so much for the tip. Happy Independence Day, August 15th.
Let me write that down. August 15th. That's next Monday.
Mr. Kumar.
Yeah. Okay, well, Thursday.
Thank you. Yeah,
Have
I'll
a good day,
do
man.
your shout outs to all the people that helped us today, and thank you so much to everyone for being here. I'm going to sign out and let CJ close us out.
Well, by the way, we missed several super chats from Raz. I mean, I typed thank you, but thank you so much, Raz. It's so sweet of you. And thank you again to MC Scammer, David Bryan, MC Scammer, Trish, Sunset, DA, Zebulon, Lucifer Screams, Raz, BB Raz, Lucifer, Dead Calypso, and Bramble. Thank you guys so much for the support. We super appreciate it. Like, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. That's what helps us keep the show going. So thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you to the mods. Thank you so much to the members. And what else? Who else do you want to say? And thanks again to Pleasant Green. And what else do you want to say, Take?
I mean, just thanks to everybody and everyone you just mentioned and everyone else. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you to
and
the
then,
world.
I think Dave said it's National Roller Coaster Week, so be on the lookout for that. Go ride your favorite. National Roller Coaster Day. So go enjoy your favorite roller coaster today.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow. It's the day before. I don't know. But anyway, look for it. There's a calendar out there. It has all the holidays. We're just getting out of Clown Week now. It was National Clown Week for the last week.
Yeah.
And now we'll move into Roller Coaster Day, and then we'll get into Independence Day in India. So anyway, it's time to eat. I'm rambling. So yeah, good day, everyone. Thank you so much, Pleasant Green. I'm all done. We'll see you Thursday.
We'll be back on Thursday, so come join us, and we have several big guests in the next few weeks, so y'all come join us every Tuesday and Thursday, and love y'all.
All right, later.
Bye.
You are connected with support. How can I help you?
You're picking up the phone pretending that you want to help people, but you really want to rob them.
I want you to understand, legally and federally, I know what type of time waster you are.
Do you want people to empty their bank account?
Why would you waste my precious time?
We call scammers. And man, they say the dumbest stuff.
Go ahead, please.
Hey, then I'll call this number again. Okay?